Okay, hopefully it's better now because my previous two videos were just kind of dark. I just hope it's not too dark for everyone so everybody can see my face and everything. It was just a little bit dark in the corner of my face. But anyway, welcome everyone to my final thoughts. And I have everything listed, all the games and all the news with as far as the Game Awards and the PlayStation Experience from yesterday. And I know today is just another day, but I looked at the schedule and it's just nothing but like game panels and more live gameplays of just like games like Tearaway, The Witness, some other games, and all that kind of stuff. I don't think it's gonna be any other announcements, but this is my final thoughts video in regards to the PlayStation Experience and everything and what I thought about it overall. So and also some news before I give my final thoughts about PlayStation Experience. Last night I found out that God of War, the new God of War, has been confirmed. So I wanted to come out and announce that. And I kind of knew, I had a feeling that they were going to probably announce like a God of War because most of the developers that got on stage had new God of War shirts, and that just clued in. Like, it just gave me a clue that maybe the next, like the finale was just going to be like a God of War announcement or something like that. But uh, it's very surprising, and I guess it was announced during the God of War panel. I didn't even watch the God of War panel last night. It was a little bit, I guess it was like 5 o'clock last night, a little bit after the PlayStation Experience, like 2 hours after, because the PlayStation Experience was like a good 2.5 hours, almost to 3 hours or so. But God of War, the new God of War has been confirmed and is now in development. And I guess that's going to be, you can pretty much say that's another bombshell for alongside the Final Fantasy VII remake for and also the Uncharted 4 gameplay that they showed with the 15-minute gameplay of the Uncharted 4 footage of featuring that game. So what do I think about the conference? Like PlayStation Experience, I'm just kind of looking at the games. Uh, Overall, as I said from my PlayStation Experience video from yesterday, I think the conference was pretty good, and I think it wasn't bad at all. I liked how they just stuck with the games. They talked nothing about the games. They talked nothing but it was all about the games, and that's what I really like to see when it comes to these conferences, whether it's Microsoft, Nintendo, or Sony. They kept talking about the games, and it was just like it was so many games that it was shown, and it was like just going through and like you have not just PlayStation 4 games and a couple PS3 games here and there, but they also brought new titles for the PlayStation Vita. And in all honesty, I think that the Vita lacked titles and it lacked games. And I think that most people didn't bother buying a PlayStation Vita, because it lacked titles. And the PlayStation 4, to me, in my opinion, didn't really have too many games going on with the system. And now that they have more exclusives, they have great exclusives like Street Fighter V, which was very shocking to me, and some people are angry about it and upset about it. But then again, I'm just one of those gamers who don't really play too much Street Fighter, and I haven't really been into Street Fighter, and I don't really play too much fighting games anyway, unless it's like Super Smash Bros or something like that. But uh, Street Fighter V being exclusive to PS4 and also to PC, it really kind of changes the fighting game community. So I don't know what's going to happen. Is it just going to be exclusive for now? Will it eventually come out for like Xbox or something like that for Xbox One and the 360? So I don't know. Like, but from what I saw yesterday, I think it's official. It's going to be pretty exclusive to PlayStation 4 and and PC. But I think the conference was pretty good. They had lots of games here and there, but um, my favorite parts of it, the only thing I was looking forward to, and that's the only negative about the PlayStation Experience and this weekend, is just the fact that Crash Bandicoot wasn't shown. And not just me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one who was expecting and hoping to see a brand new Crash Bandicoot game in the works for like the upcoming future for the PlayStation 4, and to be remade, and Crash Bandicoot 4, whatever they're gonna do with a new Crash game. That's what I really wanted to see most. But other than that, I feel like they showed some good games. Final Fantasy VII remake is not an issue with me because I haven't played too much Final Fantasy games either. But the only Final Fantasy game I actually played was Final Fantasy X for the PS2, and I still have that game. but I didn't make any videos for it, anything like that. But I'm actually playing my second Final Fantasy game ever, Final Fantasy 6 on my channel right now, alongside of Crash Bash. So I'm in the middle of Crash Bash, my Crash Bash playthrough, and my Final Fantasy 6 playthrough on my channel right now, my current ongoing playthroughs. But that's my second Final Fantasy game, and I feel like most people, I already said this before, but I feel like most people already asked about Final Fantasy 7, like a Final Fantasy 7 remake, and I feel like Square Enix delivered that, and now most people have mixed feelings about Final Fantasy 7. Most people wanted to see, like you have this side over here, this side of people who wanted the Final Fantasy 7 remake and who asked about it all year for the past couple years, ever since they came out with like Final Fantasy 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns, and those other previous Final Fantasy games. And some people feel like Final Fantasy hasn't been the same. Some people say it has fallen off and it's lost its touch and it's fallen off its platform or something like that, and all that other kind of stuff. And now that they have a Final Fantasy 7 remake, most of those Final Fantasy fans out there uh, are happy with that. And then on this side, you have most of the guys like me. I mean, I don't have a problem with Final Fantasy 7 because I think it's one of the, if not, it's Final Fantasy 7 is one of the greatest PlayStation 1 games to ever come out, in my opinion, and it might be arguably one of the best PlayStation 1 games ever. So I feel like it was a good move by Sony to come out and Square Enix to come out and decide to remake Final Fantasy 7 for the PlayStation 4. And but on this side of the table, you have people like me that's who was expecting Crash Bandicoot and was hoping to see Crash Bandicoot make a return and have a new Crash Bandicoot game for the PlayStation 4 coming out in maybe next year or in the near future or something like that. But that's the only negative I have to say about the PlayStation experience. Other than that, from the games that they showed, there was plenty of games to show. There was no lack of games. So you had your fair share of PlayStation 4 games, Vita games, and all that kind of stuff. And then with a few great exclusives, a couple surprises here, like Yakuza 5 for summer 2015, the Final Fantasy 7 remake coming in spring 2015, Fat Princess Adventures, I like that, Orcs Must Die Unchained for 2015, Persona 5 for some of you guys who play it, and then most of you guys who also play Street Fighter, the Street Fighter 5 being exclusive to PS4 and PC. And you had a JRPG called Darkest Dungeon, which is also another exclusive for 2015. And then games like Killstrain that look different, and then of course Uncharted 4, which was one of the biggest bombshells, one of the bombshells that they showed with the world premiere gameplay, showing that off for 15 minutes. So, and then also the other good news was just like the cool thing was EA when they announced 3 free games on the PlayStation Store that you can download, with Need for Speed for Vita, Need for Speed Most Wanted for Vita, and then Mirror's Edge for PS3, and then Plants vs. Zombies for PS4. So all those 3 games were free games. But it was an overall good conference to me, and I'm not really, I wouldn't want to say I was expecting anything else, because I feel like maybe next year, when I think about it, just what they show based on the PlayStation experience, I feel like E3 next year will be definitely a good show and a must-see for games for companies like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo to see what else they're going to probably bring to the table. And I feel like maybe Crash Bandicoot might be confirmed, and it might be coming soon, but maybe it'll have an appearance at E3 2015, E3 next year or something like that. But it would be a nice surprise for them to come out with a Crash Bandicoot game. But I just felt like we were due for like a brand new Crash Bandicoot, and it sucks that they didn't show it. But then again, it was still a good conference and a good PlayStation experience with loads of games shown on stage, and with a variety of games for both the PS4 and the PlayStation Vita separately. So that's how I feel about the conference. But in regards to this weekend, but with the panels that they're showing today, with just other gameplays and more live gameplays of the games that they already talked about last night, that's just how I feel overall about the conference. I don't think it was anything else that needed to be shown. Plus, most people who wanted a new God of War, they got it now. Now it's in the works now. So, I guess I heard from like the article and stuff. I guess IGN talked about it a little bit. the game, I guess like the creator won't be talking about it until like another year or two or something like that. It might not even be coming out next year. Most likely it might be a game like 2 years from now, just like Kingdom Hearts 3. And I know most people were probably looking for Kingdom Hearts 3 when Square Enix hit the stage last night too. But it was just a lot of things that they could have shown. But I feel like they were just bringing games to the table to show, to have a set of games of future games that's coming up for the system and the Vita themselves itself, and just to try to have games to have something to show, because I feel like they honestly didn't really have anything. But or especially what they showed this weekend, now that they have plenty of games to support the system and the Vita, it should turn out much better for them. And when it comes to games and exclusives, especially like Street Fighter 5. But that's how I pretty much feel about the conference. But with no Crash Bandicoot, that's the only negative thing again. But other than that, I think it was a great conference and a good PlayStation experience. And if you guys missed it, you guys can rewatch it, because I saw like a comment someone missed it. You guys can rewatch the PlayStation experience if you guys want to. They actually have like they have replays where you can I don't know if they're on YouTube or not. And I feel like I'm the only YouTuber probably talking about this, the PlayStation experience. I don't know if anyone else is talking about it, because I don't watch really other YouTubers or anything like that. So like one YouTuber or something like that. But you can actually watch the rewatch the PlayStation experience keynote and maybe the Game Awards if you guys missed out on that, to find out about all the games and all that stuff. It's a crazy noise back up. I don't know if that's in the video or not. But anyway, that's it for this video. My final thoughts about it. Great conference, great set of games, and next year is going to be packed with tons of new games and all that kind of stuff. And I'm looking forward to E3 next year to see what they're going to show. And maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe a new Crash Bandicoot might have an appearance at next year's E3. So I don't know what you guys thought about it, if you guys, for those who watched it, but I just wanted to come out with this video today and give my final thoughts about the PlayStation experience, the Game Awards, and all that kind of stuff. So the game of the year is Dragon Age Inquisition, for some of you guys who don't know. So it beat out Call of Duty. Call of Duty didn't even have an award, but in Destiny and all those, and Bayonetta 2. But that's pretty much it, and that's all I really wanted to talk about. So I'll be back with more gameplay videos, and for some of you guys who subscribe, thank you. I appreciate it, and you guys don't have to sub. I'm not a YouTuber who begs for subscribers or anything like that. Oh, please subscribe. Please like my video, leave a comment in the video, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not that kind of YouTuber. I'm legit, genuine, real, and I like to keep it real, because I'm a real, legitimate person, and I like to be honest and straight up. And when I want to talk about something, I come out with these videos to be honest and stuff like that. And for some of you guys that's new, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys enjoy the videos. I'll be playing more Crash Bash and Final Fantasy 6 soon, but I'm also going to be probably coming out with a couple of videos talking about my year in review, about this year and how I've grown and surpassed my expectations when it comes to my subscribers and viewership and everything else that happened this year overall. So I'll be coming out with those videos, and then I'll definitely be continuing with Crash Bash and Final Fantasy 6 on my channel. So that's it for today. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys and give my final thoughts from my opinion and from my perspective based on what I watched and how I feel. So I'll see you guys later for more gameplay, and I'll have more videos to come.